Welcome to our second hour of News Nation Prime. We continue to follow the breaking news in the Gulf Coast.
Yeah, Hurricane Ida, now the winds down to 120 miles per hour. Still a Category 3 storm, and some of the worst weather so far in this entire event beginning to move into the city of New Orleans. That's where the wind gusts and the rain really starting to pick up. Let's go to Marky Martin, our correspondent on the ground in the French Quarter of New Orleans. Marky, what's the latest?
Yeah, hey, Albert, we're here right here on Canal Street, and these winds have really picked up since we last spoke about an hour ago. You can see these lights right behind me here. This is the New Orleans Fire Department coming to our hotel here in the French Quarter to check out alarms. We have now lost power. Albert, I think that's one of the things that's getting most frightening here is we're now seeing nightfall. So it's harder to be alert, it's harder to be aware, it's harder to see where everything is coming from. All these bars have lost power, and I think you just mentioned the numbers have since increased to, even when I last checked, 670,000 Louisianans without power right now. And things are just deteriorating. You see a lot of these crews who have come in, emergency management crews who are waiting to deploy tomorrow, kind of once we get the autopsy of what has happened today, to go out, assess the damage, and help people. This guy right here, he's been out taking shots, kind of documenting the entire thing, but a lot of locals, it does seem, have heeded the warning and have really stayed in. Only a few lifetime Louisianans who have been out here and said, if I could survive Katrina, I can survive anything. Today is that anniversary, but most people, it does seem, have left. The parish of Lafitte, for example, 90% of that parish has left, but things are getting worse. Power is out, our water is out, so things are going downhill from here a bit. Albert?
Marky, yeah, as we mentioned in the last hour, you are now beginning to feel the effects of that northeastern eye wall. So it's very possible next couple of minutes you could see those wind gusts go even higher. It is interesting looking at the Doppler radar. If we were to go 5 miles to the west around Kenner, Louisiana, that's probably where the wind gusts are exceeding 100 miles per hour. So depending on where you are, you can see where the eye is right now. This is a look at our Doppler radar, and I'll show you where the eye is. There's the eye. And when I talk about this northeastern eye wall, that's it. Marky is reporting right there where the X is, and we are having this tremendous amount of flow coming off the Gulf of Mexico, moving right inland. And I do want to mention, Marky, before we come back out to you, that just off towards the west of you, you see La Place in the middle of your screen. That is in the western fringe of Lake Pontchartrain. And what we're seeing is this wind piling up all of that brackish water, all of that water from Lake Pontchartrain inland, and that's going to continue until the center of circulation lifts to the north of La Place, lifts to the north of New Orleans, and then the winds will reverse. There'll be more out of the south and southwest. We saw similar effects in this part of Louisiana, this part of the New Orleans metro area back with Isaac back in 2012. So when it comes to surge, it's not just along the coast, but it's also along Lake Pontchartrain. Let's go back out to New Orleans with Marky. And again, we're about to see some of the strongest winds and heaviest rain move into metro New Orleans next several minutes. This is the worst of Ida happening right now, Marky.
Yeah, Albert, I know you and Gerard have been chasing for decades at this point, and you never know what this feels like until you're standing in it, right? I've never, ever in my lifetime felt winds like this. And this Canal Street is really acting like a funnel now, and it's just making things worse right here. But as things deteriorate, earlier in the day, it was starting to get bad. The windows of our hotel room, water is starting to leak in, and the real brunt of it hasn't even begun yet, but a lot of people here really banding together. People come, give a helping hand. A woman that works at this hotel just brought me a hot coffee in the middle of all this. It's really incredible to see. But emergency management crews starting to show up here in the French Quarter. I don't know if you can hear it. It is so loud, but there are sirens going off left and right. So the fire department is here, and this wind, I'm almost 6 feet tall. I'm almost 150 pounds. I'm having to stand right here next to our news unit here, which is just a monster, and standing shoulder width apart to even be able to hold my balance. If I begin to even back up just a little bit, I mean, it takes you off your feet. This wind is packing a punch. It almost takes the breath right out of you. But we're going to ride this thing out. We're going to be here for a few days to tell the stories of people, what they're going through after this. The power is out. It's summer here. It's hot. People who are losing power, it's 80+ degrees out here, so it's going to be some long days ahead, and that's what locals are saying is get ready to be uncomfortable for possibly weeks.
And
Back to you.
of course, Marky, we always think about the people in the hospitals, the people in the nursing homes in these conditions. We know what happened in Florida a few years ago when the power went out and a lot of people died in those nursing homes. So, of course, we're thinking about everyone. We saw earlier glass was falling around you. Have you seen any more structural damage, or have you seen anything from where you are? Roofs blowing off the tops of buildings?
Yes, so Rutabaga, for any viewers who are just now tuning in, that glass she's talking about right here in the middle of this median on Canal Street, all these different bus stops pepper this median, right? And those glass encasements have just broken to the wind. They have broken to the pressure. So all of that shattered glass is starting to go downwind here. That's one of the things that's making me nervous because you can't see that glass. As you know, in terms of buildings really do look fine. You have a lot of bar signs that have blown away, that are hanging on one hinge, that don't have a lot of life left in them. These power lines right above here, those are trolley lines, power lines. I honestly don't think those hold on for much longer. And as I've already mentioned, the power has gone out. It's becoming eerie. As night is getting darker, it's harder to see where all these elements are coming from. You're just surrounded by it, Rutabaga. But things seem to be, I mean, it's deteriorating, but in terms of glass, there's not a lot of debris flying around us at this moment.
All right, Marky, stay safe. Thank you so much for illustrating what is happening for us. If you walk out from behind the car, I'm sure you would be blown around by the wind. So it's nice to see that at least you have the shelter of the news vehicle, which is so heavy there. But when you see other people, we saw that photographer walking around in it, and it's just so dangerous there. This is what people are warning about.
Yeah, that photographer, Rutabaga, was hanging on to these light posts in the middle of the median, and all of these crews from Entergy, from different states who have come here, watching the gasp, the screams of people as people try to cross the road. There was one man in one of these bus stops who was in a wheelchair, and he couldn't get out. He didn't have the power to wheel himself out. We checked on him. He said he was going to ride it out in the middle of the street. But it really does seem empty for the most part, which is a good thing because people have no business being out in this, Rutabaga.
Okay, Marky, thank you so much. Live for us in New Orleans. We'll check back in with you shortly.